Kola Dweep, serving the lotus feet, Ritu Dweep, worshipping, Janu Dweep, praying, Madhruma Dweep, being a servant, Rudra Dweep, being a friend. I think this is all, they got this together very hurriedly because we couldn't use the backdrop. If you've got binoculars, maybe you can look. But all these things are described here on these sheets here, all the different dweepas and how they represent. So I'll talk a little bit about a few of the dweepas. We haven't got time to go through all the dweepas, but firstly, the party would go, and Lord Nityananda took Jiva Goswami to Simanta Dweep. Simanta Dweep means hearing, Shravanam, hearing. So we go. Places to visit on this island are Chankazi Samadhi. You know, we go down the Bhaktisiddhanta Road. When we were first going to Mayapur, we would only go out in the day and then come back. But Chankazi, all those places, Srivasangam and Yoga Pirs, all along that road is in the Simanta Dweep area. And Chankazi, I was reading just yesterday about the Chankazi when Lord Chaitanya went to confront Chankazi because he stopped the kirtan and had his men break the mridanga drums. That actually when he went with thousands of followers, it was a huge kirtan party with 14 mridangas all roaring away as they were going down, chanting very loudly to confront Chankazi. So these are some of the places in Simanta Dweep, but it's interesting why it's called Simanta Dweep. And there's a story there that Lord Shiva was dancing, understanding the appearance of Lord Gauranga. He was dancing and chanting in ecstasy. And Garuda told a story about how one time Narad Muni went to the Dwarka. He was worried about the people in the Kali, how they become liberated at a very materialistic age. So he went there. At that time, Krishna was talking to Rukmini, and Rukmini was crying. And Krishna had been away. Rukmini was crying, and Krishna came, "Why are you crying? I thought you'd be very happy to see me." "I'm crying in happiness to see you." "Oh, this crying and this type of love I've yet to experience." And she said, "Well, if you want to know who is the topmost position of that is Srimati Radharani." So Krishna decided at that time to go in a form to taste Radha's love at that point. And then when Narad Muni came there, he saw Radha and Krishna. Then he saw all of a sudden Krishna turn into Gauranga, beautiful golden form of Gauranga, and he fainted in ecstasy. And then when he came back to the external consciousness, then Gauranga changed to Krishna. Krishna said, "Now this is a form that I will be appearing in, and I want you to go all through the universe and tell everyone how I am coming." So he went to tell Lord Shiva. And so Lord Shiva, he understood, and he was dancing in ecstasy. He understood the appearance of Krishna as Lord Chaitanya. So then Parvati, she saw her husband dancing in ecstasy and crying and experiencing great happiness and bliss. So she asked him, so he told her that, "Why are you dancing and chanting and calling out the name of Gauranga and Gaura?" She said, "Because he is going to come, he is going to appear. And I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there to the Simanta Dweep." So there's a couple of areas where Lord Shiva and Parvati and Lord Shiva manifest there in Simanta Dweep. Of course, they are there as a Ridha and Prodamaya used to also be in that area, but because of the shifting Ganges, they are moved. When you go over to Nabadweep, you can go there and you go through the town a little bit, and they've got the Ridha Shiva and Prodamaya in a banyan tree. If you remember, if you've been on the Parakram, they're there. But in Simanta Dweep, now Parvati, she was eager to have darshan of Gauranga, and so she went there to that abode, to that area, and practiced tapasya and meditated, calling out the names of Gauranga. She also wanted to experience what her husband was experiencing. She wanted to have the darshan of Lord Gauranga. After some days, Lord Gauranga appeared to her, and she requested that, in my form as Yogamaya, and especially Mahamaya, Parvati, especially Mahamaya, I cannot be so much in the presence of yourself as Krishna or yourself in this form, so please be merciful unto me. And at that time she touched the ground and touched Lord Gauranga's lotus feet, and took the dust, and that dust she put in her hair like this, in the simanta, in the part of her hair. So this island is given the name after Parvati touching the lotus feet of Gauranga, and so Gauranga blessed her and said that you will have my darshan, you can remain here, and you will be worshipped here, and you can observe all the different lila in this way. So Simantadweep, as I said, there are many different places to visit there. Chankazi Samadhi is there. Chankazi, of course, in a previous life, he was Kamsa. Kamsa, although killed by Krishna, was given another opportunity to rectify himself. And he came as Chankazi. And actually Chankazi he was a relative of Nab Hussain Shah, who was the ruler of the whole area. And so Chankazi had a lot of power because of his relationship. And it said that even Nawab Hussain Shah, formerly he was Jarasandha. He was Jarasandha. So he got opportunity in Chaitanya Leela. And there's a whole book on the associates of Lord Chaitanya and who they were previously in Krishna Leela. You can read that, but I've got it. So you can read through all the different associates and who they were in Krishna Leela and how they were given another opportunity. So even Nawab Hussain Shah got opportunity. He was formerly Jarasandha. And Chankazi, so many devotees, you've all probably been to the Chankazi Samadhi. There are two trees. One's a neem tree, which signifies Nimai, and the other's a champak, representing the Chankazi. So of course, previously he had a dream where Lord Nrsingadev jumped on his chest, and he impeded the pastimes of the Lord, and in his kirtan rip apart your chest. So he was already very receptive to the Lord's coming, you could put it this way. So there are different places there. Jagannath Temple, of course, is there's an area in Simantadweep. Many of you have been to the Jagannath Temple. Also, Kolavecha Shrida Angan. That is the place where after going to see Chankazi, Lord Chaitanya would go there. Kolavecha means he was the seller of the banana leaf plates and all that. And the Lord went there and rested there and had kirtan there. So there are many places to see in Simantadweep. And so this is the hearing, and then generally there's Simantadweep. Then we come back to Gaura-purnima. Gaura-purnima, many places there in many different pastimes. So Gaura-purnima has an interesting also history. Go means cow, Druma means tree, Dweep means island. So here it is said in Gaura-purnima, Surabi cow performed penances under a banyan tree there. Hence the name Gaura-purnima Dweepa. This island represents Kirtanam. So the story goes back to when Lord Krishna instructed the Brajbasis not to follow the Indra Puja but to worship Govardhan Hill. Then Indra was very angry, and he came himself with lightning and thunder and with the Sambantaka clouds and inundated Vrindavan. And so, of course, Krishna lifted the Govardhan Hill and protected all the inhabitants. So Indra realized his grave error and offense, and he approached Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma said, better you go with Surabi in the front. And so he went in that way and begged forgiveness from Krishna. And Surabi bathed the Lord with her milk. Lord Indra bathed the Lord with Ganges water. using the trunk of his elephant. There was a whole abhishek. And the Lord excused him, but Indra was still feeling very bad about that. So he wanted to atone for his offense, and he was instructed again by Lord Brahma that you can go, the Lord is very merciful in his form as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Gauranga. So if you go there and worship the Lord, and Sarabi also went with him, and so this place became known. The Lord personally appeared before both Indra and Sarabi when they went to worship him at Gaura-purnima. And he blessed them and he forgave Indra. He went back to his boat. Sarabi stayed there for some time and performed worship of Lord Gauranga there. So this is why this island is called Gaura-purnima. So many different places to visit there when you go on the Parikram. One famous place is Amgat. Ama means, anyone say? Mango. Amgat. Lord Chaitanya performed the miracle of planting a mango seed, which immediately grew when they went there for kirtan. Lord Chaitanya went for kirtan. When they were arresting, he wanted some nice mango, so he planted a seed, and immediately a tree full of ripened mangoes appeared. The devotees immediately picked around 200 mangoes and then offered them to Lord Krishna. Daily after kirtan, Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, the devotees would hold a mango eating festival. The tree would give mangoes all year without interruption, and the fruits were all red and yellow and had neither seeds inside nor skin outside. Imagine if you could find a mango like that. No seed inside, no skin on the outside. By eating only one, the devotee was satisfied. Huge mangoes. Every day for 1 year, Lord Chaitanya and the devotees would enjoy eating mangoes at this place. At the end of the year, the mango tree disappeared. So this is Amgat, one of the places there at Gaura-purnima. So, many different places. I said I haven't got time because we're coming up for Adi, but just to finish with Antadweep. Again, Antadweep is a whole story of Anta. I told a little bit about Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, when Krishna was out one time around the Govardhana area grazing the cows, Lord Brahma saw little Krishna and was incredulous about Krishna. He decided to test him. He stole away the cowherd boy. Krishna replicated, and we know this story. Krishna replicated that, and then when Lord Brahma saw how they were still there, he was perplexed. Krishna showed all his different forms, and Lord Brahma realized his offense, and he came and begged forgiveness. Now, Lord Krishna explained to him and forgave Brahma, but Brahma within, he wasn't fully satisfied. He wasn't fully satisfied. He said that because of my offense, I will not be able to taste the sweetness of love of God. I feel not satisfied. So he thought that let me go also to worship Lord Gauranga in his abode. He knew that Lord Gauranga was coming, and he went to his abode, and he performed great tapasya there. He was meditating on Lord Gauranga. He thought, I do not see anyone else who can help me except Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will descend in Kali Yuga to bless the people of that Yuga. If I worship the Lord in Navadvip Dham, he will definitely fulfill my desire. So he went to a place called Attapur and worshipped Lord Gauranga, and after some period, Lord Chaitanya appeared in a very captivating form. There's a whole description of the form of Lord Chaitanya who appeared before Lord Brahma. And Lord Gauranga embraced Lord Brahma. I've come to fulfill your desire. And Lord Brahma, the Lord placed his lotus feet on Brahma's head, and he gained transcendental enlightenment. And he said, Lord Brahma said that I am very wretched because of my pride. I committed offense. Please allow me to appear, to assist you in your pastimes in a humble, maintaining a humble mood. So Lord Chaitanya fulfilled his desire and told him that you will appear in a Yavana family, you will always be chanting my holy names. And of course Lord Brahma, he came as Haridas Thakur. So this is the story of Antadrip, and Lord Gauranga told Lord Brahma, I am revealing my heart to you and revealing to you that in the future I will come to taste the Krishna Prema. And don't put this in any scripture or anything like that, but I am revealing my heart, Anta, to you. And this is how Antadrip got its name of Antadrip. So in this Antadrip area, of course, there are many different places to visit. That's right along the road. There also, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Samadhi, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Samadhi. There's Chaitanya Mat is in this area, Gaura-purnima Dweep. So all these dweepas are very wonderful, so many different pastimes of the Lord. And unfortunately, we couldn't go through all of them, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. Jai Sri Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Gaura-purnima ki jai, Gaura-premanande.